Welcome to the Catacombs of Carthus. We are dressed as a dick wraith.
I forgot we encountered Dick Race.
So, you probably haven't watched the video yet, but in the second video of the LP, it was the third video, we came here very briefly to sequence break a lot.
Oh, right. Like in Super Metroid.
That door back there will take us back to the undead settlement. That's the first place that you've voiced over.
Oh. You don't want to go back there?
Not really.
I thought we had a good time there.
We're instead going to move forward. This is somewhere we haven't seen in the catacombs yet.
Well, I gotta say, it looks like a shithole like everywhere else.
The catacombs are a place you really have to watch for, because if the skeletons don't give you souls when they die, they're going to get back up.
Well, that's kind of neat. What the fuck?
There's an archer way off in the distance.
Not that he was super dangerous to you.
I mean, he shot me in the throat.
Hey, he's taking it like a champ. Say, aren't you some sort of zombie thing anyway?
Pretty much. Also, that room kind of scares me because there's a bone wheel in there.
You say that like I have any idea what the hell a bone wheel is.
Bone wheels are a mimetic enemy. See that thing we just walked over? The wheel?
Oh.
It's a skeleton and a spiked wheel. It rolls at you.
They see me rolling. Oh,
He's about to get back up.
Yeah, I was watching your souls meter.
Oh, rude.
So do they have as much health as they did before when they get back up, or do they have like a reduced amount of health?
I don't actually know. My inclination is to say they had the same amount of health as before, and it's just 2 life bars.
That sounds like the Dark Souls way to do things.
Also, this guy's kind of a dick.
I know, like, he ain't taking shit from your shotgun.
You ought to have seen when we had to deal with him in the third video. We had to shoot him like 10 or 12 times.
Alright, so Lair's back.
I'm kind of wary about summoning Solaire in the early parts of this area. Because there's a lot of, like... You saw we had to walk over that bridge. You know how Solaire is with things that he thinks he sees.
He's just very attuned to, death.
He believes skeletons should not exist.
If only he ever found out one was inside of him.
You know Solaire has beaten his own skeleton in a fight before.
Yeah, Solaire doesn't have a skeleton. He's kind of like Clayface, but just like more fleshy.
Yeah, I am not giving the bone wheels a chance. Those guys will fuck you up if they hit you.
Well, I said one guy was kind of kicking your ass.
That wasn't a bone wheel.
Oh. I know nothing about this game.
The first death in the LP was from a bone wheel, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, we're in the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Gross. Don't joke about that.
I'm trying to think of another joke to replace it, and I got nothing.
Just gonna shoot that guy in the head. He's like a skeleton ninja.
Oh, it's Naruto. Or Naruto's dad.
I don't know who Naruto's dad is.
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Also, you can tell that door to the right is very obviously a fake wall. We'll see it in just a minute. Look at that. That's obviously a fake wall.
I'm going to trust your judgment on that. So I kind of look at that, I'm like, yeah, sure, that's a wall. I'll wait for Solaire to just go shooting across that gap.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
The sucker couldn't be more highlighted if it had a spotlight on it, and I'm pretty sure it did.
Oh, especially after you shot it. So a second ago there was that bone rolling across by your feet. And at first I thought it was a hand.
I love the havoc physics in this game. Skeletons die and they just turn into ragdolls.
Yeah, I thought the fucking, like Thing from the Addams Family was like, I'm gonna get ya.
Thing's revenge.
The itsy bitsy spider crawled up the dick wraith.
This outfit, by the way, isn't going to survive, like, past this video.
Oh, what a shame. Okay, why do you keep shooting in the, alcoves there?
I'm checking for secret rooms. I know there's not one there, but you know how it is.
Oh, I thought maybe skeletons could come out of them.
No, I'm just checking for secrets. I'm trying to be as completionist as possible. I'm sure I'm going to miss a secret room somewhere. It's just the way the game is done. Hey, well, why would there be a secret in that one corner?
Whoa, what the hell did that guy come from?
I legitimately don't know. If he hadn't been so flashy, he probably could have killed me.
Oh, that's Naruto's dad.
Still checking for secrets.
I'm really kind of hoping one of these tunnels on the wall will be painted on like it's a Roadrunner cartoon.
There's normally not like 7 skeletons here. That's definitely Curse of Beckoning.
It worked out for you.
Yeah, because I had explosive ammo.
And not a single one of them got up. That's kind of weird. I figured at least one would, or all of them would.
No, that'll be later. Probably in the next video. We'll have to fight a bunch of skeletons like that.
Hello.
Hey bro, how's it going?
Fortunate. Have you seen my companion, Horace? To my shame, I was snared by a trap, and we've become separated. I've not been able to find him since. Yes.
I like that just, have you seen my friend? I'm worried about him. No.
No question.
Sorry, ain't found him yet, buddy.
He's searching for me right now, with twice the resolve. If you have...
We will be able to see Horace later on. I will point him out specifically.
And I will lay prism stones to guide him, as always.
Oh, is that where I found all those prism stones earlier?
May the flames guide your way. If you happen to click me...
Alright, so Henry's been separated from his buddy. But Horace, remember, is working with the, Actually, Horace is technically working with us.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Not really.
It's not a good thing we got somebody working with us?
Horace is working for the people that we are in the employ of. But he's... it's complicated. Anyway, we're going back to Firelink, because I've got to talk to this NPC.
Look, if Horace is working for the people we're working for, we're the good guys. So by the transitive property, Horace is a good guy.
Honorable Lord, our Lord and Liege.
Yuria of Londor technically works with the Dark Wraiths, so we're technically working for the Abyss.
Is hollow, and will join thee in wedlock. A fellow of mine guides him at this moment. When the time is ripe, thou mayst make thy salutations.
She giving us advice on how to get laid?
Take of our Lord, and knoweth he.
Yeah, we're doing the Lord of Hollows ending.
Till we meet again, may the dark.
And Horace is working for Yuria. Yuria is a Dark Wraith, and she works for the Abyss.
Well, that's not overly complicated.
So Horace technically is an ally of ours, but he wouldn't go out of his way to save us. Let's put it that way.
Ah, one of those friends.
Well, I've never seen anything like this.
Wait, that's Carthus. Aren't we in the Catacombs of Carthus?
Yeah, we found that that pyromancy tome behind a hidden wall.
Catacombs. Fascinating. On this day, the teacher learns alongside the pupil.
And he got some pretty good stuff from that. If we were into pyromancy, we would really want that, because I think you can get toxic mist from that one.
Do not be gone.
And being able to apply toxic to enemies is really fucking helpful.
But we're not into that sort of thing, so we're not going to do that.
I really wish we could get like toxic bolts or something, because that would be awesome. We can get some poison, we can get poison bolts and we can get a poison ring. I'm gonna go ahead and sell that. Sell a bunch of ball souls.
Is there any other reason to hold on to them?
Not unless we want the item that's from the boss, and we can just spend, I think, 10% of the what we get from the boss souls to buy an item to let us refight the boss. So we're going back to Carthus now. And I'm skipping ahead a lot.
So does
This is... Go ahead.
do the Catacombs of Carthus have any connection to Carthus back there?
What do you mean?
Well, his name is Carthus. This is the Catacombs of Carthus.
He was Carillion.
Oh, I thought it was... Never mind. I don't know how to read, I guess.
Anyway, this is somewhere we've actually been before. This is where we were in the third video. But most of this from the way forward is going to be new ground. But there is a bit of revenge I want to get first.
Alright, I'm down for revenge.
The third video ended with me getting my ass kicked by a mimic.
Ah, we're gonna go put a banana in its tailpipe now, huh? Metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, pretty much. We're going to make him very sad. Also, someone is messaging me on Discord.
I hope it's a nice message.
It was a picture of someone's Final Fantasy character.
That sounds like a nice message.
We'll have to send them a nice message later.
I was hoping they'd compliment you on your good looks and stunning wit, but...
They do that sometimes.
Aw, that's nice.
Alright, so the mimic is right over here. By the way, that thing in front of us is a button.
Oh.
It shoots a trap.
Can we lure the mimic into the trap? Never mind.
That's what killed me the first time.
Well, I was kind of thinking maybe, it's a big fucking rat.
What we just picked up is the Fume Knight set. That won't mean much to you, but let me put it this way. Every Dark Souls game has a super boss, right?
Right.
The Fume Knight is the super boss of Dark Souls 2. It is the boss who, while being entirely fair, will pull your asshole out through your elbow and then do it again and again and again.
And now we get to play dress up?
Yep.
Yay, dress up.
And we also got his ultra great sword, apparently.
Oh. Hey. Henri's leaving those prism stones for Horus.
Well, he didn't do a very good job. Alright, so there's a bunch of slimes on the ceiling. This is going to take a little bit. It's very slow going because there's slimes everywhere. And while they are weak to fire damage, it's still... well... that...
Oh, just munching on Solaire.
Thank God Solaire can't be poisoned, because that would instantly give him toxic.
Huh.
There's at least 2 every alcove here.
Oh, repair powder. Yeah, you're supposed to repair your weapons at some point, aren't you?
Supposedly the modern firearm mod makes it so that the guns use a lot of durability, like really quickly. That hasn't been a thing since the first run, and I don't know why. Like, that was the whole downside of guns, is that they would just chew through durability like nobody's business, which was what made it balanced.
Oh.
That actually reminds me, I was looking, because someone in the thread asked a question about, like, the changes to the last boss, and I was like, I don't know, let me look it up. And apparently the Cinders mod is, like, now on version 2.0 or something, 2.03. But the gun mod only works with version 1.9, so we cannot upgrade. Which is kind of a pity, because I'd like to show off those new bosses.
Well, I mean, you could, just without a gun.
That would require me getting good.
What are you, some kind of scrub?
I'm using a gun in Dark Souls, you tell me.
Oh, fair enough.
Like, I was even looking to see, well, if I can't do a gun, can I do, like, a bow build or a crossbow build? Nope, you can't get infinite ammunition in Cinders. Which really sucks.
So you'd have no choice but to actually have to play the game.
And Dark Souls 3 as melee fucking sucks.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer.
Like, before Cinders, the metagame for Dark Souls 3 was to use a straight sword, like the basic-ass longsword, because it stun-locked enemies.
Oh.
Like, there's a stat in Dark Souls called Poise, which basically means it's like hyper armor, or like, the ability to shrug off a hit.
Okay. Alright. Poise sounds good.
Dark Souls 3 turned off Poise.
Oh.
So if you get hit by anything, if a monster breathes on you, if you get hit by a knife on the backswing, you go flying like you're a stuntman.
That's kind of stupid.
And so monsters had the same problem. So the metagame quickly became using a longsword to stun lock enemies. That makes builds really terrible. Not helped by the fact that one of the very first Dark Souls 3 patches nerfed one of the few builds that didn't let you use a longsword. By the way, this guy is dangerous.
Oh, yeah, he looked really just terrible.
If that sword hits you, it one-hit kills you.
Oh. The hell, just get that sword.
That's an ultra great sword, by the way.
Get that sword, load it into your gun, and just shoot that.
So yeah, Dark Souls 3 without sucks because it doesn't let you have poise. Some people say that poise isn't needed because it's a very aggressive, win or lose, go all out game. I don't think that works. Because if an ultra great sword and a longsword can accomplish the same thing, you can swing the longsword more times and cause more damage just by stun locking an enemy than, having to take like 4 seconds to swing the ultra great sword.
Yeah, I'm not particularly seeing the point in anything beyond a longsword. Like, now FromSoft has made a few games, How did they not pick up on this is fucking stupid?
It was their design intention. That was how they wanted it to be. They wanted Dark Souls 3 to be like Bloodborne. But Bloodborne had the regain system. Where if you took damage, if you killed an enemy or dealt damage in a couple seconds after, you would get that damage back.
Right.
Dark Souls 3 doesn't have that.
So it sounds like they handicapped an entire series of playstyles.
And then they went deliberately out of their way to nerf the one build that worked that wasn't using a longsword, and that was there was a build you could do where you would stack luck and cause bleed damage. You would attack an enemy with a claw a bunch of times, and then they would start building up bleed real fast and die like that. And they nerfed luck scaling on bleed, so they went out of their way to fuck over a build that didn't let you use a longsword.
Why? Like, I don't get why. Like,
I don't either.
Horus? No?
That's Henri.
Oh, he's made some progress.
Have you seen Horus anywhere?
Now here's the divergence point for... If I were a different person doing the LP, I would have 2 runs. One where I'm doing Lord of Hollows and one where I'm not. But that sounds like more work. So, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, have you...
But I'm going to look down, so I hope you're not afraid of heights. And I apologize if you are. See that person way down there?
Yeah?
That's Horus.
Ah, what's he doing?
He's gone hollow.
Oh. Hey, don't you have a ring that'll, you won't die from fall damage or whatever?
There's a death plane between me and him.
Oh, of course there is.
There's a way to get down there, and we'll see that in the next video. Because believe it or not, we're actually at the end of the area already.
That was quick.
Like I said, I cut out everything that I visited in the 3rd video. Because there was no point in retreading the same ground, just slightly stronger.
And even with that, it still seems like there's not really a whole lot to this area.
That's because most of the area is down below.
Ah.
So this is actually the boss room up here, but there's a bonfire here. Now, in the vanilla game, this bonfire isn't here. That bonfire only appears after you beat the boss.
Ah.
Cinders took out all the bonfires you get after you beat the bosses. For better in most cases. There's actually a little bit, we'll see it much later on in the LP, but there's a case where, you beat the boss, you get the bonfire, you walk forward 20 yards, and there's another bonfire. Literally within sight of the first one. And Cinders took that away for the better, I would say.
Well, I mean, I like the idea of how, but yeah, that seems a little excessive.
So this is actually a very handy checkpoint because the boss there is a huge pain in my ass.
Oh, he's not going to be one we can just easily gun down?
Oh, I'm going to easily gun him down. The problem is, he's a gimmick boss. We'll see that at the end of this series of videos, and I'll explain a little bit more there. But he's also a boss where the chance for instant death is really high.
Oh, well that sounds just pleasant and wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm going to go full auto against his ass and gun him down almost instantly, because it's not worth it. Test run... Go ahead.
I knew I liked you for a reason, Dubs.
In my test run for the LP, I died 5 times against that asshole. I was getting tilted. Like, I was trying to engage him on his own terms. Because the gimmick is you've got to hit 3 weak points.
Okay.
It just wasn't worth it. So this time I went full auto, gunning down, 30-second fight.
Well, I mean, full auto, you're bound to hit a weak point at some point in time.
Full auto in front of the weak point.
Yeah, I knew I liked you for a reason.
Anyway, that was the Catacombs of Carthus. Next time we're going to be climbing down into the earth towards Smoldering Lake.
Oh, fantastic. It's like, the Phantom of the Opera? How there's a lake under the Opera House?
Yes.
Exactly. I'm kind of picturing it like that, so we're going to go shoot Eric. Going to go do some other stuff. See him get groceries and shit. Because he did that.
77,000 souls.
Well, that's... Damn.
Yeah. Smoldering Lake kicks my ass.
Now, is it actually like a lake of fire, or do they just call it that, like Fire Island?
There's... It's like a water lake, but there's embers and cinders and, fire and stuff everywhere.
No, it's not like that, What was in the first Dark Souls? It looked like a lake of lava full of dragon asses.
You know, it's really funny you mention Lost Ozolith. It's really funny you mention that.
Oh, so we're gonna deal with dragon asses.
And that's all I'm going to say on that. I'll see you guys next time.
I can't wait.